जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
लखनऊ जंक्शन
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ
हैदराबाद को 50 एक्सप्रेस पॉलोबोसी स्टेशन नेताजी भवन कृपया ध्यान दो।
An absolute run fest, Saturday night fever, as I promised you at the Wankhede Stadium. Exactly what has happened. I promised, but the Punjab batters delivered with a little bit of help from the Mumbai bowlers, especially in the last 5. They were put into bat by Mumbai. They were somewhere around 80 odd at the 10 over mark, but then, geez, talk about going from second gear to 6th. 214 for 8 is where they have ended up, all thanks to the fireworks by a few people. Harpreet Singh, 41 of 28. Sam Curran, 55 of 29. Jitesh Sharma, who only knew one table today. That was a table of 6 multiplication. 1 into 6, 2 into 6, 3 into 6. 25 of 7 there. Shah Rukh Khan, who I had picked as my player to watch out for. 0 of 0. Mumbai did very well. Mumbai did really well. They just didn't let him come on strike. Otherwise, you see what would have happened.
No, he ran well. He ran a couple.
He ran a few really well. But it has been, the fifth wicket partnership is a record fifth wicket partnership, especially for this tournament, for this year actually. It was just brutal. I think what the batters have done, Michael, in the last, almost 100 in the last 5.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone from one extreme in the afternoon to the Wankhede that always produces a great batting wicket. But I think it proved, we said at the before the game, that it's worth giving yourself a few balls to get in and get used to it. And then once you get used to it, whoa. I mean, Sam Curran, he'd probably take about 12 balls to really get in.
Yeah.
And then he hit a 4 down the ground off Cameron Green, and then he started to explode into life. Jitesh Sharma is becoming my favourite cricketer. Very, very quickly. Anyone that can just sit in the dugout for an hour and a half, probably have a cup of tea, and you're out, go out there. And then the first ball 6, second ball 6 off Cameron Green. He's an Aussie as well. I don't mind seeing Aussies go into the stands. He is some cricketer.
I tell you what, you're late to the party. Because Lisa had already picked him as her player to watch out for Punjab. She knows.
Yeah. Just based on his last game and what he was able to do and also just what he's been able to bring to the party from a domestic point of view, you just kind of feel that this guy's flourishing at the right time. But wow, I didn't expect.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I mean, if you see, he's got 25 runs, 4 into 6 is 24, one peasantly single as well, just to make us all believe that he's mortal, and gets to 25. But it's been... So here's the thing. Michael and Lisa laughed when I said, well, it was 135 in the first game, and you'll get 135 in the second game in 10 overs. Just saying. It's 131 in the back 10, Michael. 131 runs in the back 10 is what Punjab have scored.
Oh, I think Rohit had one of those moments in the 16th over where he knew that partnership had to explode.
Yeah.
They were just starting to get going. I actually thought putting Arjun on at that time, the young bowler, the inexperienced bowler, to those two players who were just about to explode into life. I thought he could have gone to Joffrey, could have gone to Berendorf, could have gone to Cameron Green, just a little bit more experience for that one over.
Berendorf, I agree with you. Berendorf, because Berendorf, he's taken 1 over back, can't use it in the hotel or the dugout.
Yeah,
he's a foreign pro.
Yeah, the pitch is pure. You can see a partnership that's set, it's about to explode, and you put the youngster on, and he goes for 31 in the over. I just thought that whole momentum shifted. Rohit got that wrong. Yeah. Using the youngster at that time, that was the wrong move.
And in fact, Cameron Green, I think the next over went for 25 after that. So Lisa just starts rolling, right? You make one ill-timed decision, and then you just get that it snowballs.
Yeah, that's the great thing about T20 cricket. It is one single moment that can change the game and change it for your team's benefit. Or against you as well. So that over, Arjun Tendulkar, going for that many. I know that he's delivered in a pressure situation the last game, but you kind of felt that circumstances were slightly different. Whereas you had 2 guys that were set. And to be honest, it wasn't just him that was bowling slot deliveries at the back end. I think they were all pretty much guilty for being able to bowl that. Hence why, that last phase it just blew them out of the water, and Punjab were able to get over 200 comfortably.
Let's have a look at what the bowlers did finally, how it all stacked up for them.
You might need a few wheelbarrows to carry these figures.
Yeah, you do. A few industrial-sized cranes, perhaps, if we could order them. There you go, Arjun, 31 of that over. Otherwise, his 2 overs were good. They were tight. Berendorf, not too far behind. He's given 41 of his 3. Cameron Green bowled his 4 for 41, picked up 2 wickets, though. Jofra Archer's 4 have gone for 42 as well. So, really, the pick of the bowlers today, Piyush Chawla. I called it.
How's Chawla end up bowling 3?
Chawla's only bowled 3.
The off-spinner's bowled 3. He's gone at 8s. Chawla's gone at 5s and he's bowled 3. So Rohit's had an off night.
Yeah.
As his captain. We praise captaincy all the time. There's been some terrific stuff over the last few days, but Rohit's just switched off. In that back 10, he switched off because Chawla to only bowl 3, 2 for 15. The off-spinner goes at 8, and then you've bowled the youngster at that time. He's had a bad last 10 overs. Yeah,
and it doesn't happen very often, does it, Lisa? Because usually he's spot on with his bowling changes, with his captaincy. Today, was it because he had an embarrassment of riches when it came to bowling today? He's like, I've got too many choices. You get complacent.
Sometimes, and then there is sometimes, I think, matchups and what's been discussed previously can kind of outweigh what happens on the field. Like, I understand you need to have a plan going in and a rough idea of who hits where and who struggles against certain bowling, but sometimes the conditions change or a batter is just in form. So Sam Curran, who we spoke about prior, wasn't necessarily firing. Well, all of a sudden he's firing. Okay, so maybe that plan A and B is out of the window. So you have to be a bit flexible. And, sometimes there's longer plans for the teams and the franchises to kind of get certain players ready for finals. But, you've got to win what's in front of you right now. And he missed a couple of tricks there, which could potentially hurt him, but we do know that Mumbai is a side that has a strong batting lineup.
I mean, the target for Sam is pace. Generally, when Sam Curran goes out there, you say, don't bowl spin. You bowl the paces, but I was amazed. I don't recollect a bouncer.
Yeah.
All right, they dug a few in short, but they're only like chest height. You've got to use your bouncer to someone like Sam Curran. He very rarely plays the pull shot. You saw him, he steps away to the leg side because he wants to free his hands up to the offside. That's his shot. And if it comes straight, he gets the odd one down the ground off the seamer. But to think that he never received a bouncer.
Yeah.
It's staggering. And particularly when you target him with pace, you're going to throw the ball to the seamers, which they did. And you're not going to use the leg spinner because you're worried that he might get hit out the ground because he hits spin well. You've got to bowl on the odd bouncer.
Yeah, cramp him at pace, which is what Jofra Archer did eventually and got him out. I felt like he had almost reached the square leg umpire. Curran backed so much. He's just way away from the leg stump. But great batting from him. Came at number 6. Now, at that point in time, could have been a few question marks saying, he's come ahead of Jitesh Sharma and Shah Rukh Khan, but got the job done. And that partnership with Harpreet was really good. You saw there 92 of 50 balls. That's a brilliant partnership for the 5th wicket and has taken Punjab to over 200. But, this is Wankhede. Lisa, this is a batter's paradise. The outfield was flash lightning, right? You have, the pitch is completely helpful to batters. It's small, it carries. So, I mean, this is... And if there's a batting lineup that you would back to get this 200, it's this one. Ishan Kishan, in form, he's got runs. Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav came good as well. Tilak Verma's been in great form. Cameron Green, Tim David. You've got some solid batting there, and I'm sure they're going to get another batter in as their impact sub right now. So that's a solid batting lineup.
Yeah, it's really solid. And maybe at the start of the tournament, you were still going, okay, this might be a little bit too much for Mumbai because there are a number of players that hadn't fired. Surya Kumar Yadav hadn't really had a good run, but now he's spent a bit of time out in the middle. Ishan Kishan has been going well. He's kind of converted a couple of those 30s into half centuries. Rohit is back to his full fitness, so he's ready to go. So this is a side that firstly loves playing at home. Very successful in home conditions. And the pitch, and even you could tell even the first few shots that were punched into gaps. It just scooted off the outfield and went for 4, and it beat the fielders for pace. Yeah. So then if you add a little bit of dew, like good luck Punjab in trying to defend it, because it could be an absolute nightmare out there.
Lisa, it's going to come down to your 2 Aussie huge men. It's going to come down
Right
to Dave
Big C Green.
Big C Green.
Big C Green and Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim David, because he's just slightly smaller than Big C Green.
Yeah.
2 huge men. They're going to need some. They're going to use all their muscle. I think it's going to come down to that pair.
Yeah, and there's another really good bat who kind of, in all these big names, you tend to kind of miss him. Flies below the radar. Doesn't fly below the radar when it comes to scores, and that's Tilak Verma. And there's just something about this guy, Lisa, as you keep seeing him, he's really matured from last year to now and seems to have all the gears.
Yeah, he does. And he's been the one that's been flying the flag when everyone else was still trying to figure out what they were doing out in the middle. Yeah. For such a young guy, he certainly has repaid Mumbai with performances with the bat in hand. So now that everyone else is flying, I think you're going to see another gear, though we have already seen that from him. I think that we're going to see him have almost a breakout year in this IPL. I think that's really exciting for the future of Mumbai, but also of Indian cricket as well, with someone of this caliber, this much skill. I mean, this is what we love about the IPL. You know, every year there's some young guy, or sometimes an old guy, who pops their hand up again and says, hang on, I've still got plenty to give. And Tilak Verma is exactly that young player.
And Rohit is backing him. In fact, Rohit last year on record has said that he sees Tilak Verma as a 3-format player. That's a big call from the India captain. Okay, well, we're going to show you the Punjab bowlers. We're going to try and stop these Mumbai batters from getting this gigantuan score. There's going to be one impact sub comes in. I'm guessing it's going to be Nathan Ellis, because they can bring a foreigner in. They started with only 3. But given that, let's have a look at the bowlers that they have already. There is Arshdeep Singh, Rahul Chahar, who's bowled here a lot. Remember, he used to play for Mumbai at one time. Harpreet Brar, Sam Curran. There's a lot that is riding on him. Harpreet Singh Bhatia, of course. Nathan Ellis will come in. They've got the bowling, but I don't know what any bowler can do at Wankhede. Michael,
you just hope. You hope you get a bit of swing early, and you hope that the fielders have a great night.
Yeah,
you know, the ball will go in the air, and you just hope that 1 or 2 fielders produce a bit of magic. Look, it's a big score. You've still got to fancy defending that score, even though the pitch is pure, the outfield is fast. You know, scoreboard pressure when you get beyond 200 generally works. You know, in the history of T20 cricket across the globe. Yeah, there has been this kind of target chase, but it doesn't get chased that often if you are on it in the field and you realise you're going to go for runs because it's that kind of pitch. But if you're really on it as a team and you take your chances, you should win this game. Yeah,
I mean, you look at that score, and while you're saying it's Wankhede, if you don't, Lisa, get a 65-70 run power play, then you're just behind the 8 ball, aren't you?
You are, but they also showed what they could do once you have set batters and then find the boundary, and all of a sudden you get a bit of a run on and bowlers start to go, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? Whatever I'm bowling is not quite right. I think whilst the fielders need to have a good day, so do the bowlers at the back end. It's going to be one, I think, right at the end, potentially. And it's about being able to execute your slower balls. So I think, obviously, a Nathan Ellis, a Sam Curran are going to be really important. And, you know, Nathan Ellis, he plays a lot of his cricket down in Hobart, which is, you know, a fast, bouncy track that's very good for T20 cricket. So hopefully he can bring some skills from bowling predominantly there, and be able to potentially assist his team to get across the line here at Wankhede.
There is no Kagiso Rabada for Punjab, still not fit, so not playing there, but it's quite interesting. I want the 2 of you to hazard a guess on who's been given the new ball for Punjab. Come on. No cheating, Lisa. I know you're trying to look at your Cricbuzz app. Don't do it.
Matt Short.
Okay, that's your guess.
You're not telling me Liam Livingston's got the new ball.
Liam Livingston. Okay, one of you is right.
I reckon Lisa's right.
Lisa's right. Because she did have a sneaky look at the Cricbuzz app. As soon as I asked her the question,
I did.
Your eyes went down.
I did it. No. Because I know he bowls. He does for the Adelaide.
He's bowled in the power play this year.
Okay, that's cool. She's doing the double pledge. Both hands up. So, all right, power play score guesses. We've got 3 out of 4 wrong today. This is our last chance. Last chance hotel, everybody who's checking in first.
Go on, Lise.
64.
64.
64.
64. Wow, that's a good start. I'm going to go similar. 59.
We've all backed it in, haven't we? Should I just go higher then? Not going to be 70. Could be. Yeah? Come on. It's not like I have to go and score the runs, so it's fine. I'll say 70. What's our lowest? Yes, 59 is the lowest?
59. 59, 64, 70.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 54, man. We're going to lose it again otherwise. I'm going to go 54. All right, we've got this covered now. We have got this covered. We have to win this one. All right? Fingers crossed. We're going to go now. See you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. Do join us then. We'll tell you how the Mumbai chase is going. It's a big mountain at a little over 10.5, but if the Mumbai batters can do it, then it is going to be quite an exciting run chase it is. We're going to see you after that on Cricbuzz Live. Thank you so much for watching.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
Hyderabad 50 express Boloboti station Netaji Bhavan. कृपया ध्यान दें